Hey guys, today I have my monthly makeup declutter for April, and I do have quite a few products this month. I have some things that have been sort of lingering in my chopping block pile, and some of them I tested and some of them I just decided it's time, let them go. And my bag is full, and that's because I do have some bulkier items and some palettes. So first I am going to be passing on 4 shades of the Kaja Jelly Charm Lip and Blush Glaze Keychain Stain. I would say that these are pretty similar to the new Rare Beauty lip oils, and I did keep and already test and review 2 shades. I kept Fig Soda and Peach Fuzz, and I feel like those are the 2 shades that I would use the most. And because I have swatched all the other ones, I can't put them in a giveaway, so I'm going to be sending 2 to each of my friends. So right here I have number 3 Berry Colada and number 6 Mocha Glaze, but then I'm also getting rid of shades 1 and 2, which are a little bit more on the reddish side, which is something that I wouldn't really go for. So really happy to have the 2 shades that I do have and to keep playing with the formula, but it's not necessary for me to have all 6, but I'm so grateful that Kaja sent those to me. Moving into a couple cheek products, I have another Kaja product. This is the Cheeky Stamp, and this is in the lightest color, number 1 Koi, and I do think this is pretty. And for a liquid blush, a cushion style would actually be my favorite because I feel like it's the easier to apply. I can just take a beauty sponge, tap it in, tap it on my cheeks, and it's something that, you know, I think might be like fun to pan, but I just have so many blushes and I'm not reaching for this one that I am going to pass it on. I do have another shade from Kaja, more of a corally one I haven't tried yet, so I'll definitely look forward to trying that, but I just don't use my cream and liquid blushes enough, period, and I think I can pass this one. Speaking of cream and liquid blush, I here have one of the Merit Flush Balms in Beverly Hills. I think this is a beautiful color. This is their older packaging, but this is not an old product. I really love the 2 newer shades I've gotten from them, Stockholm and Fox, and I don't think that I need to have those and this one in my collection right now. If I do a campaign with them in the future and I'm able to pick a color of the Flush Balm, who knows, I might pick it up again. But for right now, I really want to pass this on to my friend Lauren. She's almost done with her shade Fox and she really likes cream blushes, so I think that she would get better use out of this than I would. And I do know that Merit products are clean, so they do expire quicker, so I would rather pass it on to her to use up. And like I said, if the opportunity presents itself in the future, I might get it again because it's a really pretty peachy pink shade. Then I had 2 other cheek products that were a little bit tougher. I shouldn't have purchased this. So this is the Jouer Blush Duo in Adore, and I bought it for this color, Adore Me. But this lightest shade, Hold Me, is really like a almost grayish pink face powder. I am super fair and you really have to build that color up. It is totally a waste. And I know with some of their other duos, they had one that had like a really brighter pink color, and then the other shade was still like super light. It just doesn't make any sense. I would use this so much more if it was just the Adore Me color on its own, and I have used it. I do like it. It is very pretty, but I just feel like I need to pass this on because I'm not using it as is. And this last one was tough too. I bought this right when it launched, the Jaclyn Cosmetics Face Duos. So this is the blush in Warm Flush and the bronzer in Golden Goddess. I have a little bit of a dip in the bronzer here, and I think that these are fine products. They're fine formulas. They blend onto the skin nicely, don't look powdery. These are very buildable formula, but they're not that special. I have lots of other blushes, bronzers, and face palettes in my collection, and this is super duper bulky. I really don't like a lot of Jaclyn's packaging. because it's just too thick. So I'm finally gonna let that go. And then lastly, we have some eye products. So this is something that's been on my chopping block for a while. It is a KVD Thunderstruck eyeshadow in Raw Power. This is an amazing cranberry. It's very richly pigmented. It has a nice metallic shine to it, but I don't use these type of shades on my lid as much as I used to, and I do have similar things in palettes, especially in some Huda Beauty palettes, which I use a little bit more, so I don't think I need this color in a single. And this next one's something that I actually decluttered once, and then my friend Amanda was decluttering in it, and I was like, oh, okay, let me try it again. So this is one of the Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pots in Wild at Heart. It's more of the duochrome one. It just wasn't that special on my lid. I also felt like this one wasn't as creamy as some of the full-size ones that I have, and just wasn't that special at the end of the day. So I'm gonna pass that on. And lastly, we have 4 palettes, and this was really hard for me, so I'm probably going to try to sell these. So if you have any interest, please let me know and we can talk about pricing. This first one is something that I knew I shouldn't have purchased, and I did anyway. This is the Too Faced Too Femme palette, and I absolutely loved the teddy bear palette that it had released the year before. That was this same style, and I was hoping the formula would be the same. For the neutrals, it is. The neutrals perform really well. The more peachy and pink shades perform pretty well. These ones need a little bit of layering, and the shimmers here are a little bit more of a chunky formula, so they're gonna be best applied with the finger, which I don't mind, but just overall I was a little bit disappointed with this palette, and I should have trusted my gut and not picked it up. And this next palette is so hard to let go of. I'm sure that a lot of you are just screaming at your screens right now telling me to keep this. This is the Persona Identity 1 palette. I think that the formula of this is very good. For me, some of my issue is that there's not a ton of mid-tone shades. I feel like we've got some really nice shimmers here, and then for my skin tone, deeper mattes, things that I would use in the outer corner. I used some of these shades the other day, and I thought that they were pretty but not amazing, and I'm just not reaching for this, and I don't feel like any of the colors on their own stand out enough to me to reach for this palette to use one shade and then add in other colors. I just don't get that feeling about this color story, but I would love for Persona to do some more palettes because I do think they have a really nice formula. Next, I have the Nabla Cosmetics Dreamy palette, and I bought this before it was included in 21 Days of Beauty all the time. I was so excited when the brand came to Ulta, and I think the colors are beautiful. The formula is really nice, but none of these shades stand out to me. None of them are unique in my collection. I wore these 3 the other day. I really liked the look, but this is not a palette that I naturally gravitate towards. I have to make myself use it, and for that reason I feel like I should get rid of it. And lastly, we have the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. Some of my favorite shades in here would be Still Shot and Riff. I really love those mattes. You guys know those are my type of colors, and I definitely have similar shades in my collection. I really do like Big Sky, and I don't have anything exactly like this, but some things that are similar. And I used to really love Stranded, but the other day I wore this on my lid and then Transition Crease, and I wasn't that impressed with this one as a lid shade. I think that this is a great palette for more of a neutral lover or an everyday gal or guy, because you do have some color in here, but for me, not super unique or special. The formula is good, but not great. I really do love these 2 shades, but that's not enough of a reason to keep this palette. So guys, those are all the products that I'm going to be letting go of this month. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you tried any of these products, let me know if there's anything you think I should give a second chance to. The things that I'm on the fence about would honestly just be this Kaja Cheeky Stamp. Now part of me wants to try to pan it, but I don't know that I want to commit to using it every day. So I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to know if you have decluttered anything from your collection recently and how you feel about decluttering overall. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.